That's amazing. Wow, okay. Have you been looking for a budget welder for a small shop area, or maybe you don't weld that often, so you just want something small that'll take care of your around the homestead type needs or around your house? Today we're going to have a look at this Andeli MIG 145 Air. It's got inches per minute instead of meters per minute. It's both 120 and 240 capable. It's a true MIG machine, so you can connect gas bottle to it. You can also use it for stick welding. It doesn't come with the TIG setup, but it is also capable of Lift TIG. So it pretty much does everything you need. It's a fun little machine. Oh, and it also has a Bluetooth remote. And if you want more detail, I'll put links to all this in the description so you can get all those details and see exactly what comes with the machine. They also sent me one of their standard welding hoods. It's got all the gadgets and gizmos that you would need. It's even got lights, so if you're welding in a dark area, that is actually really pretty handy. Super cool design, a lot of different designs to choose from, so we'll be testing that out as well. Let's go ahead and get it set up for just regular MIG welding, and we'll give it a shot and see how it does. It's pretty amazing that they were able to fit all this on here, but quick overview. Up in the upper left hand corner, you've got a little red button there, and you can select your different wire sizes. If you hold that button down, you can change from 2T to 4T. Hold it down until it blinks a little icon there. It says 2T. Push it again and it goes to 4T. But let's just use standard 2T. Hold that again for a couple seconds until it locks it in. This first one is Synergic MIG. Second one is manual, so it's true manual. With manual, you've got voltage adjustment here on the left side, and amperage or wire feed speed in inches per minute on the right knob. We'll go with Synergic to start with, and then this one changes your gas. So you've got flux, no gas, CO2, or mix. And then you can select the amperage, and then it gives you a readout on the thickness of metal. It goes up to 145 if you're on 240 volts, which is what I'm currently plugged into. Oh, and by the way, this machine has the 240 volt plug right on the machine, so you only need the included adapter if you're trying to plug it into a regular 120 volt house outlet. You can weld on the 120 volt plug up to about 1/8 inch, and then up to 1/4 inch when you're plugged into 240. Let's back this down to about 125 amps. That's giving us 0.17 inches on the metal. We're going to weld some 1/8 inch material. And I have found that the Synergic maybe runs a little bit cold, but you've got a trim button over here, so you can adjust that trim +5 or -5 on volts. And let's just add 2 volts. That's where I was playing around with it earlier, and it seemed to do pretty good on that 1/8 inch stuff. So let's get set up with a coupon or a piece of scrap, and we'll do a weld and see what it looks like. I'll go about halfway with this first one, see how we do. Wow, okay. And it's amazing you can get a weld like that out of such a affordable budget, small little tiny lunchbox welder like this. Impressive. All right, I'm just gonna change the inductance just for testing purposes, just to play around. That was on 5. Let's go up to 9.9, which is maxed out. This should give it a much smoother arc, smoother puddle, more fluid puddle. Okay, the right side was the first half. The left side was the inductance turned all the way up for the second half. So either way, it did real nice. Okay, that was Synergic mode, and we're 125 amps. So let's switch over to manual mode. Let's try 19.5 volts. And we want to get as close to 125 amps as possible. So let's go 295 inches per minute, 19.5 volts. There we go, 125 amps is what this is set for. And we'll run a full fillet on the back side of that weld I just did. We'll see how it does in the manual settings. That one's going to be a little trickier to get into, be able to see, just because of this overhang I have. See, I'm making all these excuses. This will be a test for me as much as it is the machine. Yeah, we made it through. A little low on my weld bead at the start, but I got it corrected, so we'll show that one to you. You can see the right side is the start, kind of missed the whole joint altogether, but the welder did really nice on the manual settings. Since I messed it up, let's do a second pass. We'll see if I can make it look a little better. I'll just keep the same settings, just try a little bit better gun angle. Hopefully I can get this one in there a little better than what I did that first one. And there's what our second pass looks like with the manual settings. All right, let's check out the stick welding function. We want to disconnect this dongle. That's the positive side. We'll just leave this. We'll run it DC electrode positive for this 3/32 6013 rod. We'll hook the stinger, which comes with the machine, into the positive. Ground clamp is already in the negative. And then we need to switch this over here to stick. Yeah, let's try 70 amps. We'll see how it does with this 6013 3/32 stick rod. I noticed this rod holder that comes with it is a little bit on the cheaper side, so it doesn't hold it super secure, but let's give it a try. All right, that burnt through. Maybe it's not quite 1/8 inch thick. Yeah, let's try one more right next to it. I'll clean them both up and we'll have a look. Tried to go a little quicker on that one, but I still burnt through. Not bad. I mean, it'll definitely work. It'll do the job. If you run out of wire or something, you can still get some welding done with it. So it came with this roll of 1 pound Flux Core .080, but I just so happen to have a partial roll of 1 millimeter Flux Core that came with the Andeli MIG 270 I reviewed a year or so ago. So let's run this in here, and it actually comes with the 1 millimeter tip. Comes with 2 .080 tips and one 1 millimeter tip. So I'm going to install this and we'll test out the Flux Core features. This is your electrode lead, that little dongle. So let's go into the negative with that one. And then we'll put the ground clamp over here in the center one, which is the positive. And we should be set up for Flux Core. Let's change the wire. We'll go to .040, which is 1 millimeter wire. Flux Core. We'll try it out. Start with 125 amps in the Synergic mode. All right, let's turn the welding hood on. That'll be a little better. So this thing has a timeout on it, 5 minutes I think it is, I forgot about. If you don't use it for 5 minutes, it'll time out and shut off. So you got to turn it back on, and that should make it better so I'm not seeing this bright white spot. All right, well, it's a little difficult when you can't see what you're doing. Let me let that spot go away from getting flashed. I'll set up and I'll run one across the bottom here. Yeah, and that's a little hot. I'm going to back that down. Let's try 90 and we'll see how it does. That's still pretty hot. This one on the right was the 125 amps, way too hot. Plus I couldn't see because I flashed myself. Tried to recover with that top one here with 90 amps and it was still pretty hot for this thickness of metal. So I'm going to turn it down to about 70 amps and I'm going to try to run one over here. Let's see, we're currently on Synergic, so let's go to manual. Let's try 200. Let's go down to 17 and we're using the .040 wire. We'll see how close I got with those numbers. All right, the hood is on this time. That should help. That bottom one is the one I just ran. That's showing 130 amps on those settings that I used. Still a bit hot, but it ran pretty nice in the manual mode. So no complaints. So far the Flux Core, the actual gas MIG welding, and the stick welding all work really nice on this machine. So now I'm going to show you just a little quick demonstration about the wireless remote that comes with the machine, and then we'll wrap it up. And it's really kind of cool. It's got a magnet on the back. You can connect it to the frame or part of the body of the car or something you're working on. It's got a strap that goes with it. It's got a lanyard. Several different ways you can use it, but it'll pretty much run everything on the machine. Hold that button down to turn it on. One knob will control the amperage. One other knob controls the voltage. You can press one to change your mode Press the other one to change the gas type. It's got a little readout, shows exactly what you're doing. And it's Bluetooth, you don't need an app to use it. So super cool. So there's my initial look at the new Andeli MIG 145 Air multi-process machine and one of their welding hoods that's just full of features. So I've had good luck with the Andeli machines that I've used in the past, and this one is no exception. If you're a first-time welder, it's going to take you way beyond the basics. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I'll list another video up here on the screen that I think you're going to like. If you click on that video, I'll meet you over there.